Have you ever felt the need for protection while sleeping? Welcome to our journey through the comforting verses of Psalm 91, a powerful prayer for protection during the vulnerability of sleep. In this video, we will explore the depths of this sacred text, revealing its profound significance and how it can be used to provide reassurance and safety in our rest. So, brace yourselves for a soothing spiritual expedition. Today, we're going to delve into Psalm 91 and its significance in offering protection and comfort. Psalm 91, a powerful prayer, holds a special place in many hearts. It's a chapter in the book of Psalms, part of the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament. Psalm 91 is the 91st psalm of the biblical book of Psalms, often known in English by its first verse in the King James Version. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. This particular psalm is seen as a source of solace and comfort for believers. It's often recited as a prayer for protection, acting as a spiritual shield for those who seek refuge in its words. Its verses speak of trust in God's protection, and it's often turned to in times of fear or uncertainty. Psalm 91 has 16 verses, each one offering a promise of protection and deliverance for those who put their trust in God. It speaks of angels guarding the faithful, of deliverance from deadly diseases, and of God's sheltering presence. The psalm is more than a collection of beautiful words. It's a powerful affirmation of faith. It's a testament to the belief in God's ability to protect, to guard, and to comfort. It's a beacon of hope for those walking through the valleys of life, and a source of strength for those fighting battles unseen. In essence, Psalm 91 isn't just a set of verses, it's a source of strength and assurance for many. Now let's break down Psalm 91 to better understand its significance. Starting with the first couple of verses, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust." Here the psalmist is expressing a profound sense of trust and dependence on God. The metaphor of dwelling in a shelter and abiding in a shadow paints a picture of comfort and safety under God's care. Next, verses 3 and 4 read, "For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and buckler." The psalmist is asserting God's protection over us, likening it to a bird spreading its wings over its chicks. This verse also highlights God's faithfulness as a shield, a defense against any harm that may come our way. Moving forward to verses 5 through 8, the psalmist writes, "You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the destruction that wastes at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only look with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked." These verses emphasize the extent of God's protection, promising safety even in the midst of chaos and danger. Verses 9 through 12 state, "Because you have made the Lord your dwelling place, the Most High, who is my refuge. No evil shall be allowed to befall you, no plague come near your tent. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. On their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone." Here, the psalmist reiterates the promise of divine protection even to the point of God commanding his angels to guard us. Finally, verses 13 through 16 read, "You will tread on the lion and the adder, the young lion and the serpent you will trample underfoot. Because he holds fast to me in love, I will deliver him. I will protect him, because he knows my name. When he calls to me, I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will rescue him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation." In these concluding verses, the psalmist assures us of God's enduring protection, his response to our calls, and his promise of salvation. As you can see, Psalm 91 is a rich and comforting passage offering assurance of God's protection. So, why do some people choose Psalm 91 as their bedtime prayer? This is an intriguing question that deserves a thoughtful answer. Psalm 91 is a powerful passage from the Bible that has been cherished by countless generations. It is often referred to as the protection psalm or the refuge psalm. This psalm is a beautiful depiction of God's protective care, making it a perfect choice for a bedtime prayer. When we retire for the night, it's not uncommon to find ourselves reflecting on the day's events. Sometimes we may find that worries, fears, or anxieties creep into our thoughts. This can prevent us from getting the restful sleep we need. That's where Psalm 91 comes into play. Psalm 91 acts as a soothing balm, alleviating our worries and replacing them with a sense of divine protection. It starts with a powerful statement: "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty." This line alone sets the tone for the rest of the psalm, promising rest and refuge under God's wing. Reading or reciting this psalm before we sleep can help create a safe and peaceful atmosphere. It reassures us that we are not alone in our struggles, that there is a higher power watching over us. It's a reminder that no matter what happened during the day, we can let go and entrust ourselves to God's care. The beauty of Psalm 91 is that it doesn't just assure us of God's protection against physical harm, it also provides comfort against emotional and spiritual distress. The verses are filled with images of God as a refuge, a fortress, a shield, and a protector. These images serve to strengthen our faith and instill a sense of peace. Moreover, this psalm isn't just for adults. Children too can benefit from hearing or reciting Psalm 91 as a bedtime prayer. It can be a wonderful way to introduce them to the concept of God's protective love and care. In essence, Psalm 91 serves as a comforting lullaby, reminding us of God's protective care. So, how can you use Psalm 91 for protection during sleep? Well, there are several ways you can incorporate this powerful scripture into your bedtime routine. Firstly, consider reading the psalm aloud. There's a certain power that comes from speaking the words of protection into the atmosphere. As you recite each verse, allow yourself to really focus on the meaning behind the words. Picture yourself dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, covered by the Almighty's shadow. This can create a strong mental and emotional barrier of protection as you prepare for rest. Another effective technique is meditation on the words of Psalm 91. This involves more than just reading the verses. It's about deeply pondering the promises of protection and refuge found within the psalm. As you meditate, try to visualize the promises being fulfilled in your life. See yourself surrounded by divine protection, untouched by the perils of the night. Listening to a recorded version of Psalm 91 can also be beneficial. There are numerous audio versions available, some of which feature soothing music in the background. As you lay down to sleep, let the recorded words wash over you, reinforcing the protective promises within your mind and heart. Additionally, you could also write down Psalm 91 and keep it by your bedside. This serves as a physical reminder of the protection promised to you. Whenever you feel fearful or anxious, you can reach out and read the psalm, allowing its words to comfort and reassure you. You might also consider memorizing Psalm 91. This can be a powerful tool, allowing you to call upon these words of protection at any time, even when a Bible or device isn't readily available. Remember, the key is to find a method that resonates with you. You may find that a combination of these techniques works best for you. The most important thing is to make Psalm 91 a part of your bedtime routine, allowing its protective promises to envelop you as you sleep. No matter how you choose to use Psalm 91, its comforting words can provide a sense of peace and protection. As we wrap up, let's revisit the key points we've discussed today. We've journeyed through the beautiful verses of Psalm 91, understanding its deep meaning and the assurance it brings. This psalm, often referred to as the prayer for protection, holds a profound message of safety and peace for those who put their trust in the divine. We've broken down the psalm, verse by verse, gaining fresh insights into its promises of protection over those who dwell in the secret place of the Most High. We've emphasized the importance of this psalm as a bedtime prayer, offering a shield of security as we sleep. Finally, we've explored how to use Psalm 91 effectively, incorporating it into our nightly routine for a restful and protected night. Remember, Psalm 91 is more than just a prayer, it's a reminder of the powerful protection and peace that faith can offer. Sleep well and stay protected.